Hello and welcome to another command block tutorial. Today's video we're going to be basically giving you the power of the Warden Sonic Boom. And we're going to be showing you how to make it and just some cool stuff you can do. So just to show it off how it works. So you got to be holding the Skulk Catalyst. Then you got to charge it up. Similar to a Warden, you got to look down till you hear that Skulk noise. Then you look up and then you got to aim it. And then you have like a very short time to aim it before it's going to fire off. But it does a lot of damage. And this does work for PvP, and it's just a very fun overall creation that you can make. It's a little bit more complicated than some of the other stuff you guys are used to. I just had this idea, thought it'd be really cool, try and base it on how the actual Warden works in-game, which is why you're holding a Skull Catalyst, which is basically the heart of the Warden, and then you kind of have to look down similar to how the Warden will look down when it's charging up its Sonic Boom attack. So to start off, we are going to be using some scoreboards today. I'm going to be turning them on so you guys can see what it looks like. Additionally, one thing you are going to want to do is you're going to want to run this command once. Just type it in the chat bar. It doesn't have to be in a command block. You do need to do this once just to start the Warden commands. And you can see here, if you watch the side of my screen now, it's building up as I'm charging. It stops at 11 once it's charged, and as soon as I look up, then the attack actually begins. Stops at 11, I hear the sound, and then it fires off. So the way we do this, we want to start with this command. This is always active, and I also have this on a 200 tick delay. This is the only one with this large of a tick delay. This is just to initialize players with the scoreboard. It's like I said, this is just to get players on, make sure they have a score on the scoreboard for the rest of the commands to work. Then after this, we have what is the Warden reset. The way this, or the thing that, what this is doing is it's setting the score of the player, of the Warden score, to 0. So this is the score for charging up their attack. If it's somewhere between 0 and 9, and their RX is above 60, that means they're looking up. This basically means if you look up before you finish charging your attack, it's going to reset your cooldown. You have to charge it the whole way before you can look up. Next after that, we have this really long one. So what this one's going to be doing is while you're looking down, which is what RXM means, and holding the Skull Catalyst in your hand, it's going to start charging the Warden up to 10. Then it's going to play a sound once you hit 10. It's going to be doing this. It's going to say, hey, you're at 10. Play this sound to let the player know that the thing is charged up. And then it's going to move it to 11. This just means the sound is already played and the thing is ready to attack. Then we're going to go into here. We're going to have, if the player is at 11 to 20, this means that the attack is already charged and the sound is already played, and they're looking up. It's going to start counting down. So it's going to add the Warden score up all the way up to 21. Then once it hits 21, it's going to play the little shrieker sound that you can hear. It's going to summon this armor stand. At this, like I said, the same player, once they hit 21, is going to summon the armor stand named Sonic, slightly in front of where the player is looking. Then it's going to reset the score of the player to 0. And then next, we're going to be giving the armor stand invisibility. That way you can't really see it. You only see the particle effects. By the way, these commands are all always on. The only one that is not at 0 tick delay is this one, which is at 3. And this one, which is at 1. Everything else is at a 0 tick delay. Alright, so this one is going to be adding the score to the armor stand. The reason for this is so that we can kill it if it goes too far away. We just give it a timer so it doesn't go off infinitely if it doesn't hit anything. And then beside that, you can see we have the kill. So if the armor stand has a score above 40, it's going to kill it. Next, we have the teleporting. So this one, it's executing as the armor stand with the name Sonic. If it is, then it's going to teleport itself slightly forward. And currently, I have it set that it will go through blocks with this. Currently, if I wanted to, I could add true and it wouldn't go through blocks. However, since the Warden's attack does go through blocks, I'm allowing this one to go through blocks as well. You'll also notice that I am using the new execute version. I decided since this is a lot more commands than usual, I'm only going to do the new execute. Additionally, the new execute, I believe, will become the main version in a future update very soon now. So I'm probably going to be only doing the new version of the execute in my tutorials from now on. All right, then we have the particle command. This is what gives it the look. So once again, we have the execute command and then just this particle commands right here. And then we have the same TP command repeated multiple times. This is just to make it look faster. Now, obviously, I could make this a bigger number. I could just make this 1 or 2 or 3, make it move faster. However, keeping it as multiple of these small teleport commands makes the movement go a lot smoother, which is why I have multiple in a row in a chain. Then we have the damage command. So this is going to be executing at the armor stand if their timer score is above 4. This way you're not accidentally hurting the own player. It needs to travel a very short time before it's able to damage anything. Then once it is, anything that's not an armor stand within 1.5 blocks is going to take 22 points of magic damage, which is enough to kill a player or like a zombie or anything in a single hit. And then this command, by the way, is conditional right here. And this is going to kill the armor stand if it damages something. This is so it doesn't pierce through multiple enemies. Like I said, this is based on the actual Warden attack. The actual Warden attack won't pierce through multiple enemies, which is why I have it being killed. If you do want it to pierce, you could just not do this last command, and it would penetrate multiple enemies. Additionally, these two commands right here are also conditional, as you can see. I'm going to give you one more look at what the structure looks like of how this is all set up. And that's more or less how it works. Apologies if my voice sounds a bit off. I am just coming off a cold. But if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments. But I do really recommend joining our Discord. It's a lot easier for me to help you on there, as well as there's other people who know commands pretty well that can help you. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like. It's not a big deal if you do or you don't. I don't really care about that a ton. If you enjoy these types of videos, you're also welcome to subscribe or just, continue to search on my channel. It's up to you. I'm not consistent with my uploads, so it might be a good idea to subscribe so you can see when I actually do. And otherwise, have a good day and enjoy your Warden attack.